is officially Halloween season, so I thought, let's do a video where we talk about not the monsters that are under our bed, but the monsters that we welcome into our bed. And what I mean by that is the completely toxic and obsessive, possessive, unhinged MMCs that we love to love. The MCs that literally give us the reasons for our red flags, right? So strap in, because that's what we're doing today. But first, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I am Jen. This is Bookmark by Jen, and I would love it if you would like this video, if you would subscribe to this channel, and you leave me a comment. Okay, let's get into some unhinged MMCs. So these are just a few of my favorite MMCs that are just completely unhinged. There is an array of them. There is a different quality to each of these men that gives them their unhingedness. So there's a man for everybody here. Here's what I'm not going to do though. I'm not going to give you a rundown of what the book is. That I can do that, but been there, done that. This type of recommendation is solely about the MMC. So I'm going to give you 3 to 5 key points about what makes these men so unhinged. And here we go. So to start us off, I thought none other than just one of the top men that he's psycho, but he's funny. He makes me giggle. I don't think that he's supposed to make me giggle, but he makes me giggle. I've talked about him before, but here we go. It is Lincoln Daniels from The Pucking Wrong Number by C.R. James. This is a hockey player with a god tier obsession problem. He's not only the captain of his team, but he's also the head of this circle of trust. If you know, you know. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, God help you. You definitely want to be in the circle of trust. But once you're in, you are in for life. He calls her his way before she's ready. In fact, not only is he protective and obsessive and a little unhinged to the point of madness, but we love that madness, but the your mine energy that makes our hearts and other areas pulse, race, if you will, and our morals vanish, along with the red flags and all of that. He's going to show you his devotion with a personalized message to the member that he wants to use the most. Okay. Yeah. And I do mean personalized message. Really good. Okay. Next up, I have none other than, and I have it right here. I'm only going to pop this book up really quick because it's got a glossy cover and light. You know, we have Salvatore. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to butcher it. I butcher it every single time. This is from Stolen Touches by Neva Altai. Okay, so we have a mafia kingpin here. And who just doesn't love mafia kingpin? He's ruthless. He is extremely unpredictable. And possessive is an understatement. He has a possessive streak a mile long. He puts cameras in his woman's apartment and food stocked in her pantries and fridge because, you know, the food that she has just isn't good enough for his liking. He is a true psychopath who only feels for her. He's bordering on sociopath, but he has a softness for her. And he is also the man that will die or kill for her. There is no in between. It's either kill or die. He would prefer to kill. Next up, I have Luca Varos. He is from Veiled in Hate by BJ Alpha. This man is a revenge-fueled and emotionally detached MMC. Until her, but she has to break down a lot of walls to get there. Luca turns pain into power and obsession into, well, into devotion. He is the kind of man who stalks before he loves. There is a love-hate relationship there, more bordering on hate, but there is a lustfulness there, but he will own the air that she breathes. He's dangerous, he's commanding, but he's utterly magnetic. But watch him, because oof, there is a fine line between love and hate, and he loves to hate her in just so many ways. Okay, I hope you're still with me because I am having fun. I've lost my pen. Okay, let's move on to, I wouldn't say one of my favorites, but this was a little bit of a twist on one of my favorite movies when I was younger. Recently rewatched this movie too. I think because, I can't remember if it was because of this book or I picked this book up because of the movie. I can't remember. Anyway, I am talking about Tyrant from Fear Me, Love Me. This is by Lilith Vincent. What I meant by movie is we have, well, let me tell you. So First off, tyrant. Love the name. He is a bit of a tyrant. He's brutal. He's feral. He's emotionally unhinged. But they all are unhinged, aren't they? And he's exactly like we like them. His version of love comes with threats and worship. If you like Jareth from the movie Labyrinth, this is Jareth meets a dark, knife-playing, blood-playing, breeding kink psychopath. With mazes to boot. Red flag, anyone? This man is leading the parade of red flags, for sure. Okay, moving on to Arrow from That Sick Love. Oh, Arrow. Oh, okay. Unhinged. Let's talk about his unhingedness. He's your stalker. He's your protector. He's your teacher, your savior, your worst nightmare, all rolled into one. He will stalk you from the shadows, leaving you little notes in torn Bible pages. His devotion, dangerous. His touch, addictive. You don't fall for him, you will descend. Next up, we have none other than Carter Mahoney from Unbreakable by Sam Mariano. This man is a walking red flag with a backstory. And I feel like the backstory just endeared him to me a little bit more because he's manipulative. He's jealous and intoxicating. He takes morally gray to a completely another level. He does not, let's just put it this way, he doesn't care about consent. Because here's the thing, if you're going to consent at some point, so it's okay if you don't now, you will. Complete red flag, but we're here for it. He pushes every boundary and makes no apologies for it. He is toxic, but tender, and those tender moments we live for. You will swear him off, but then you will read this book again and again and again. Loved it. And sadly, this brings us to our last unhinged hero, who I won't say is more unhinged than the others. Again, they each have a different unhingedness, as you will see. This one just takes one of my firsts. I think he's definitely one of my first. And I definitely have a special place in my heart for this man, and I am talking about Royce, aka Sicko, by Amma Jones. Okay, let's talk about this right here. Okay, he's not just her foster brother. He's also her protector. But then he disappears, only to return darker, deadlier, and way more dangerous. He avenges the wrongs and utter atrocities done by his woman, one by one, saving the best for last. And, oh, if you've read it, then you know, like, ooh, this one had my toes tingling. He is the embodiment of, if he wanted to, he would, and you probably gonna let him. You just gonna let him do what he wants to do because it's my man Rice. He will show you the kind of love that cuts deep. And let me tell you, he got his name by knowing how to yield said knife. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Unhinged, for sure. And there you go. Those are some of my favorite unhinged MMCs. These men should come with warning labels, and they actually do. There are trigger warnings at the beginning of these books, and there are trigger warnings for a reason. So please read those, especially if you have certain trigger warnings. There are a few that are overlapping in these books, so definitely wanna check those out. But these are men that you just can't stop thinking about. Like, they're unhinged and they have red flags and they let that freak flag fly, but you just can't get enough. I can't get enough, so I needed to share that with you. But now it's your turn. I want you to drop your favorite unhinged MMCs down in the comments below. If you're new to dark romance, welcome to the dark side. Stick around. There's a lot to be had. Now, next week, if you're not subscribed, definitely want to subscribe. Like I said, this is my favorite time of year, like the last few months of the year, to put out content, and I have some really fun things planned. A little bit more on that later, but definitely subscribe if you're not already. Next week, I have a spooky Halloween book tag coming up, but a little bit more on that in that video. However, I've done my little spin on a beloved book tag that's been around for a long time. I just thought that it needed a little bit of a facelift, and so I did give it that. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that. I will have that up next week for you. Don't forget to leave your favorites down below, and I'm going to catch you next week with my spooky book tag. But until then, happy reading. Bye.